Welcome back to another episode of...
You can't say that.
You can't say that.
Seriously, you can't say it.
Don't do it.
You know? All right, we have a special... I got to stop saying special guest because sometimes I emphasize special and I got been called out a few times. They're like, remember Ryan? So we have a lovely guest today. Is that a fair
I'm offended.
we have an extremely offended guest today.
I'm offended. I am not lovely. How dare you call me lovely?
Spectacular?
I like spectacular. Yes.
Yeah. Lauren, and how do you pronounce your last name? I should have asked before this.
Bitch.
We are so prepared. Right?
No, I have been saying it right.
You have been saying it right.
Is it Dufault? Yes. Dufault?
It's Dufault.
Dufault.
Yeah.
That was close, you know.
It's like Willem Dafoe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Is it spelled
Yeah.
the same way?
No.
Related?
I don't know.
It's not
That'd be
spelled the
cool,
same
though.
way.
Would be
Well,
cool.
my family used to spell it that way, and then over the years we changed it.
They're like, you know what, fuck this. I don't want to be doing there anymore. You know?
We want that LT, that silent T at the end of the name.
I've always been more of a LT. You feel that, you know? Fuck these letters. That's funny. Hey, man, thank you so much for coming on, man. It was such a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
It feels a little weird because we haven't done it in like 2 weeks. We've
2 weeks,
we went like 12 weeks, I mean longer, back to back doing it. There's some episodes that were so shitty. We're like, we're not even going to
We're
burn
not
it.
going to.
You know?
Don't tell those guests.
Yeah. It was just us. That's the sad part.
That's why we said, yeah, we're like, we got to get people on.
Completely self-inflicted.
The ones where we didn't have any friends.
We only invite people because we're so awkward. It helps it. You know?
We're just staring into each other's eyes, and it got weird.
Oh yeah. Oh please, Maddie. That's disgusting. That never happened. You know, and that hurt me.
Gaslighting.
Gaslighting. Men.
It's on footage. All right. I told you never to speak of that. You know. Yeah. No, seriously. Thank you for coming on, man. I think we're getting like a little buzz right now. You know, things have been going on a little bit. You know, with the YouTube and stuff like that. So it's so cool to like collaborate with people. You know, and like keep that energy going up. You know, I read a good quote from the other Manny because that's what he is. He's the other Manny.
Oh yes.
Manny goes out. You know, even though he's more popular and well liked than me, he's still the other one, you know. But
you're doing your best. You're out there and you're doing it.
You're so brave.
I put on pants
Give yourself some credit.
I did put on pants today, you know, which is
good for you.
Which is one step up, you know.
I guess.
So, no, but one of the quotes he wrote on his Facebook was, and I was just like creeping on someone else's. It wasn't even like his status. I was like creeping on someone else's comments and shit. And then I saw it, and he was like, collaboration happens on top, and hating happens on bottom, you know. So it's just good to collaborate, you know.
Oh, so you're not hating?
Yeah, well, I guess. There's a lot
this
of
isn't a hate collab.
There's a lot of self-hatred.
We hate you so much.
Those
We brought you on.
exist out there in the world.
Oh, I get, like Fresh and Fit, those ones. They bring in.
Oh my god, I hate that fucking corner.
They got canceled, right? What
Did they get canceled?
I think they did.
I hate that whole red pill corner of the fucking internet. It's like, you know, influencing like these those preteen incels trying to fucking, you know, make
that shit makes me laugh.
misogynistic.
I think
just because they're so dumb. I'm like,
They're
you guys
so
are
dumb.
so dumb.
And then the fucked up part thing is like Andrew Tate, like, you know, like 60% of the shit he says kind of like, you know, makes sense, and then he just goes off the wall, and you're like, what the fuck? Wait, that's not right. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, so, you know, men, you know, there's a higher suicide rate for men, and then, you know, when you go home, you just have to beat your woman. And you're like, what the fuck?
100%.
That's 50% right, maybe, you know?
That's actually the quote I follow.
Yeah. That's funny. Just roughing up, you know, Tinder dates and shit in your house. That's why she has 2 houses.
No, no, you don't rough up a Tinder date. You have to like love bomb them first step, and then ease into it.
See, you have it all mapped out.
Yeah,
you know?
so that way they stay.
You stare at their eyes.
The real roadmap to success.
Right. Right. Abuse.
Hashtag Hollywood.
Me 3. You know? It's a new one.
Wild.
No, it feels good to be back here, though. You know, kind of be doing this. So.
Right, get back into the swing of things.
So, Laura, you are quite fucking funny. I gotta say that.
Very funny.
You know?
Me?
You.
Thank you guys.
I
get my energy from everyone around me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is so not true because our energy sucks. So.
No, y'all are great.
I know.
Well, I told you, I was snooping. I was like, I want to be invited on this podcast.
I know, I felt it
it's
too.
gonna happen.
I
And then you reached out, and I was like, yeah, I did it. Crystals work, everybody. Okay.
A few times during our show when we were recording a few weeks back, we look out the window. She's like diving behind the bush. Like, I'm like, was that you again? Just
you didn't catch me.
She's just standing still. I can see you, Laura. She's like,
that's why I quit vaping, so I could run from people I stopped for shows. There you go. I quit vaping.
That's funny.
Well, it'd be cool if you were still vaping, because then if they saw you, you just blow a cloud and you disappear. Like, who do you know?
Imagine how dumb that would be. Someone just tries to act like
then
Batman
run
throwing
away.
the fucking shit down. You know what I mean? Like, that'll be so horrible.
Oh, it's
Although
so
it is
good.
cool when they fucking, you know, you see these people with the vapes. I mean, it's kind of not cool, but it's also, you know, when they like shoot out the vapes in all these different shapes and shit. And they can,
those videos where they create the bubble like you're underwater and shit.
Yeah, that shit is banging, dude. They do all that shit. That's cool, but the people doing it never look cool. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, no, but it's a weird thing to invest a lot of time in, but it works.
It works. There's a.
When's your next underground show for that?
Right.
You sound like you know a lot about that industry. Okay. World champion here, guys. Secret world champion.
Johnny Vapes
That's
at
what that
34th
mouth
Street.
does.
You know, next
Brilliant.
Thursday, we'll be
Brilliant.
there, you know?
Fantastic. So you're a stand-up comedian here. You've been doing it for about 7 years.
Yeah, I'd say going hard for 7 years. Before
Going
that,
hard.
I did for like 4 months in 2014. Get Up, and then I went to New York, and I was like, I'm not famous yet. This is trash. And so then I
Yeah.
quit,
Yeah.
and then I was like all up into drinking for at least 2 years. Got into this really abusive relationship with.
So you went to the classic comic route. The classic comic
Close
route.
comedy.
Yeah.
No, okay. No, but I don't know. It was just this moment where I was like watching Jim Gaffigan's special or whatever, and he was so funny, and I wasn't laughing. I was crying because I was like, I want to do that so bad. And then the dude I was with, he looks at me and he's like, you don't have the stones to do comedy. And I was like,
What the fuck?
stop. And then I
Stones?
broke up with him.
Yeah.
And
as you
then
should.
That's funny.
he actually tried to break back into our apartment to steal his Power Ranger shirt back, which was mine, okay? You
Wow.
gave it to me,
Wow.
bitch. It's my shirt. But
What a
anyways,
fucking story. This is
after that,
fantastic. Can I ask what Ranger was it? Was it?
it was a Green Ranger. It was a
Oh,
Green
well,
Ranger.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
break into a house for a Green Ranger
For the
shirt?
Green
I would
Ranger.
do it for a pink shirt. Not.
Yeah, green or white, maybe, but you know, green.
I don't know.
Green was a guy. He had that flute, you know. Remember the fucking giant thing came out, you know? Okay.
I miss the 90s
Do you still have
sometimes.
it? You still have it? 'Cause
No, I threw that shit.
I was just saying, I was just about to break into
I
your house
said
later.
that. I said, fuck the Green Ranger now.
Yeah, he likes it so much, just destroy it. That's how you get him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Got him.
Send
No,
him the
but
video.
I ended up starting comedy after that, and then I did it for I did like one open mic a month down in Fort Myers. It was this place called Howl, and we'd always get together. It's the Wolf Pack. It was a great time in my life, but then I ended up like wanting to get out of Florida. I moved, and then fucking slapped me in the ass when I got there. I was like, I'm so funny, and then I moved. Like, I'm a pile of dog shit. And so then, yeah, that community was really like, that's a bigger scene, like open mics.
A
Or,
lot of famous comics, someone told me yesterday, come from.
it's a cool scene. It's a cool
Really?
scene for what it teaches you, for sure, because
Yeah.
it's run much different than other places in the country.
What was
There's
the,
a
what was the
level
most
of-
difficult thing about it? Would you say? Like,
I mean, but there's like a when you get to bigger scenes, there's levels of like pressure that you're under to wade past everybody else. There's more people
more
doing it.
competition,
There's
yeah.
I don't want to say that word, but yeah,
That's
there's
exactly
more.
what it is. though.
But that's
I
where
mean,
the
yeah.
collab comes back in. So if you find like the right people to work with and just like build that community yourself,
Yeah,
that's
that's what you're
how
doing.
that's how you can get that success. But when you're a brand new comedian, you don't know anybody, you're in this brand new place where like you don't know that the mics don't go in order because your mics at home go in order. If I sign up 8th, I'm going 8th. But no, I got there. First open bitch.
Here we go.
First open mic I ever went to in was at this bike open mic. I don't know. And I got there super early. I put my name on the list 3rd. I was going 3rd. I was like, I'm so excited. I'm going to show everybody what's up. I was like, I'm here. And then I sat there. First comedian went up. Second comedian went up. No one talked to me. By myself, just in the corner. I don't want to like go up to anybody. And then 2.5, 3 hours later, I had not gone up yet. And then he goes, all right, this is the last comedian.
What?
Whoa.
Wasn't me. I went up to him and I was like, hi, I'm here.
Yeah.
You actually didn't call my name?
He's like, the bar's over there. What do you want?
Yeah, no. And then he's like, who are you? And I was like, I'm Lauren. It's right there. The one that's crossed off already, but you never called me out.
Like, who the fuck is this?
And he's like, yeah, I gotta fucking say hi next time. And I'm like, I don't even remember who this was. And I get it now. If I was him, I would have been a little bit, because when there's more comedians, more
Yeah.
people are coming up to ask you when
Exactly.
they're going
Can
up. More
I go up
people are
next to you, bump
like
me?
running a mic is so fucking annoying. And
It
I
is.
was annoying to him. And I
Yeah.
get it. But also, fuck you a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, when I did
So-
when I started in Philly doing stand up, it was like that, man. You go to open mic, and it's like the more senior comics will go up, And then, you know what I mean? The order didn't really fucking matter, you know what I mean? But Philly's a weird... You would think Philly would have, like, a good scene, and it's such a shitty scene, like, you know?
I never
better.
thought it would be a good scene. I'll be completely honest with you, big dog. Never thought about that.
Don't get me wrong. When I talk about like, I'm not calling it a shitty scene at all.
Oh, no.
Because I'm scared, too.
No, it sounded like the opposite. No, not as far. Obviously, there's a lot of talent in Philly. I mean, obviously, you know. But there's but just like the scene's a little different, man. It's just like you know, there was a lot of that going on, and then I don't know. Over here, it seems a little more collaborative, and everyone's like trying to kind of. It seems a little different around here.
It's more, like family based.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it like that, but you know, like more down to earth here, a little bit more chill.
I'm not your family, Maddie. So
rejected. No, yeah, not even friend zoned. I got kicked out.
Non-family.
Wow. Can't even come to the barbecue. Damn it.
No.
That's how it works here, though. Too. They put up the more senior one, or actually not even more senior ones, just the ones that they're best friends. They put up first. And that irritates me because I was like, same thing. I wrote my name third, and then 2.5 hours later, I went. It was Tampa Improv.
Oh yeah, see that one's run.
Yeah, it's based off of favorites. Random. Nothing's random in comedy.
Actually, no. They have the little bucket is tickets and numbers, and so they pull out your number. Right,
but like after they put up their friends first. And then they do random.
Fuck it, Laura. They rejected what you said. Yeah, but they still put them there.
See, this is why I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I hosted that mic a few weeks ago, and I tried so hard not to do that. Because I'm not doing anyone favors. Yeah. And then I was like, Jeff will come up and be like, hey, you got to put this guy up. And I was like, no.
Yeah. Right. It's based off of, like, I didn't introduce myself to Jeff until I went there, like, the 5th time. I couldn't find him.
That's so important. When you go to an open mic, to introduce yourself to the host. Yeah. First thing you should be doing is come say hi, be polite, do not talk loudly, like, don't heckle, just get that professionalism right away. Yeah. Don't get too drunk, fall over a curb into the owner's chest. Don't do that.
I told you, Lord, I have to bring that up. And I don't know why you brought that up.
That's way too oddly specific.
Yeah, I know. I don't really go back to that club.
What club was it?
This is Side Splitters. I just got so drunk. But honestly, I just...
The Laugh Factory. No, it's a little small club, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
No, but you know, it is interesting. And then, like, from what I've seen here, like in Florida, my experience is like they always have some type of way, like, you know, even if it's not first come first serve, like to put it in a bucket or something like that, you know. Right. Or maybe I'm just too naive to realize that everyone hates me and they're just like, you know, I'm last every time, you know.
Once I started realizing that I was last every time, I was like, comedy isn't random.
Welcome to the game, bitch.
It was like an epiphany for her. Yeah. Like, it's almost like they don't like me.
I feel like they don't know me.
If I fuck this person, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
She's been top the fifth one called lately, and I know, you know. So
now I'm up there.
To that joke. I'm sorry. I couldn't think of a number.
But I'm also such a I'm gonna say a bitch, but like I value my time as very important, and like I like my hourly wage for myself minimum is $30 an hour, and so
I like that.
I was at an open mic, I was at Sunshine, and I was up like damn near last, and that's a 2.5 hour wait, and I was already late, and I already paid Kenny to, and then I go, oh never mind, just scratch my name off the list, I'm good, and then a few people were like, what do you mean you're not gonna go up? And I go, I got other shit to do. You think I'm gonna wait 2.5 hours to have nobody in the crowd, to have just like the leftover comedians? No, I'm trying to get shit done. If that doesn't work for me, I'm bouncing. Yeah, she's like you pay me $30 and I'll stay here. How about that? It would be 60.
My time is
my time is extremely valuable, and so like that goes like in my personal life, in my job. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time for anything.
You know, I like that. You've got standards for yourself.
Yeah,
I will wait 5 hours for someone to tell me I'm pretty.
Yeah, I usually pay people $30 to hang out with me. You know?
You have standards. I like that about you.
Yeah, but that's why you're going further, because you're going to stay around to do the open
My
mic.
morals be bending, baby. Just kidding.
Me 3 or whatever.
No, not that. I mean, in terms of my time.
I certainly would. You wouldn't suck Harvey, what's his name? Harvey Weinstein's dick for like a movie contract with fucking.
I would have 20 years ago, but not now.
I don't think he ever looked good. Like 20, I don't think he made any difference for now. He just looked like a younger ogre. You know, that's what he looked like. You know,
Who are you talking
Harvey
about?
Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
You know, he's like 20 years younger. I don't think he looked any better ever.
Yeah, but I guess I'd say 24 years ago because I wasn't alive, so no, I'd never do it.
Before you were alive and shit, you know. No, I would have party sucked his dick for a movie deal for going down there. Well, if I was a girl, even as a guy, probably, you know, life changing, fucking.
So actually, I'm glad.
Don't fucking joke. Why are you looking at me like that? You know,
Because I'm listening.
No,
I don't know. I'm taking it in.
Yeah,
I'm like, what would I do?
Now she looks like she wants to peg me. He's probably into that, isn't he?
No.
You're looking to give me that victim look. I'm like, wait, no.
The necklaces for me.
Yeah.
This is why I have my sunglasses on. Because my
Please.
facial expressions are
You make
wide.
the whole room feel a little
You
less.
could still visibly see your face around the
No.
sunglasses.
No.
It works. With
And
the
your mouth was
glasses.
going. The sunglasses aren't doing much.
But with the glasses, it makes
Yeah.
everyone in the room
No,
feel a little less violated.
really?
So
I'm sorry. No, it's just bright in here. I got baby blue eyes, so sometimes my eyes hurt. True story. I'm not lying.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
sure.
It's
Yeah,
science.
right. Liar.
These blue
You know?
eyes.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Find
gosh.
those blue eyes. She has like fucking no eyes and shit.
So you brought up, this is kind of a weird transition, but so I saw the Elvis movie,
Oh yeah.
and
That's not a weird transition.
You saw it with
Right
your
in the
eyes.
pocket there.
You saw it with your eyes. Like that's what happened. You know,
Exactly.
You saw it with your baby blue eyes.
well, so the thing is like, so Priscilla was 14 when she got with Elvis initially,
What
the
right?
fuck?
He was
Wow.
24. Okay, I
That's
know,
crazy.
right?
Who wants a fucking 14-year-old? That's
Elvis
ridiculous.
did.
What the fuck?
What do you mean?
the kid who fucking rocked it. That's
Yeah,
what
100%.
That's crazy. Like, well, that's weird. You know?
So I was watching this movie, and it's all about how she got groomed and stuff, and like abused essentially.
I heard she was manipulating the relationship.
I'm
I'm totally good.
Weirdly
She was
not.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
Was she real crazy? Was she, bro?
Came out the
Yo, that bitch was
gaslighting.
crazy.
If you're 14, you know, living like that, you know, you're not. You're
Me and my
unruly.
brother were in the theater, and so they were doing all of the works, right? He was like, "You're so mature for your age," right? And so then, but me and my brother came to a conclusion. We're like, "But if I was 14, yeah, I'd do Elvis." Like at the end of the day,
Oh wow! See, it was her. You're just further proving the
but
point.
so
that
crazy that
Priscilla-
story that she had because it was so they got together at 14,
Yeah.
right? They didn't have sex until they got married when she was 21.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck were they doing? Board games?
That's bullshit.
No, they
That
weren't
is
having sex,
that's
but they were doing
no,
sex.
That's the dumbest shit. That's the fucking most cover-up bullshit. Not even that. I do not believe.
No,
that
no, because
whatsoever.
they only had sex.
No, that's what they say.
Yeah, and then she got pregnant. Pretty much after their wedding night, right? And then gave close to giving birth, and then Elvis was like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to. I think that we need to take a break." When she was 7 months pregnant.
fucking men.
Yeah,
I
motherfucker-
know.
Men.
He was
Oh,
pulling out
just
for
kidding.
14 years. That motherfucker was pulling
yeah.
out
Do you-
for 7 years. I mean,
Do you know why I get so mad at men? Because
Yes.
I love them so much.
Do you?
That's good.
I
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know. I feel like. Sorry, go back to the Elvis.
Oh no,
thing.
no,
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 no, no,
that was
Yeah,
a strong
tell us how you
statement to
love
come out
men
with.
after you heard this pedophile
Yeah,
story.
we're not gonna brush over that one. Let's go
Yeah,
ahead,
yeah,
deep
yeah.
dive.
No, I just feel like I think it's Disney did me in. You know, they just show you the standard of men that exists in your fucking fantasy world, and all of a sudden they're like, "Good the fuck luck, bitch," and then you
Yeah.
go into the real
And
world,
you see, like,
then
me with no
you're,
job and
you're
shit, you know?
arguing with someone over a Power Ranger T-shirt. You know, but I do like. It's like I love men, but some of the things y'all do, just like, why are you doing that, man?
No,
like
we're dumb. Men
like
are
the
very
one
stupid.
thing that I had an ex who I would like, he would have a problem, and I'd be like, why don't you do this? And he's like, no, I don't want to do that. And then months later, he's like, you know what I should do? And then he would say that thing, and I'd be like,
The same
my
thing
idea,
happened
completely
with
original
me.
idea.
Same thing happened. You give them a solution, but they have to come up with that
On
solution
their own. Yeah,
on their own.
on their own. And so, but I'm such a like once I say that, I'm like, really? 4 months ago?
it wouldn't
Yeah.
say.
It's almost like I said that.
She has
It's almost
receipts and
like-
shit. You know, I took a
Yeah.
voice
Yeah,
memo.
screenshot,
that day, you know?
baby.
Yeah, that's why relationships with me don't work out because I don't have the patience for that. Though. What an amazing thought you have.
We are dumb. Like we are. Like,
No,
we're,
I think
we're,
that
No,
like,
y'all
base
are
level-
not dumb.
Yeah, you are.
There's a certain level of like just like fucking.
I find
we
them
just
incredibly.
We just fucking float around. We do shit inconsiderate a lot of times. We don't even know. Like we don't even know what we're doing and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I think not dumb. Very pathetic and disappointing. I think is a better way of putting it.
Yeah. Wow. I know. Okay. Very pathetic and disappointing. Jesus Christ. That's why you're single, guys.
So I like to date older men, and so what I like to say is that I think men are pathetic and disappointing. But if you're old enough, at least you can help me with my taxes. That's
gotta get something out.
Yeah, get something out of it because, I wish I was a lesbian so much, but I do love men. It's disgusting.
I know. Yeah.
But I think
I'm here for you, girl.
To be fair, if men were physically attracted, I mean, if I was physically attracted, if I was physically attracted to men, I would just be fucking like it would be so much easier. Like everyone knows the cliche, gay men are happier because there's no women. They're just fucking. They're just fucking all the time. They always look happy. You guys ever heard that before?
I haven't, but
the stereotype of yes.
Gay men are more happy
I think that applies to everybody that doesn't want somebody around. Lesbians are like fuck dudes.
But lesbians
every community.
Lesbians have the highest divorce rate amongst any marriage.
Yeah. No shit. You see half of them? I mean, listen, lesbians are the most annoying. All the LGBTQ, the L is like the one that fucking. Like, what are they doing?
Wow.
What the fuck are they doing? What the fuck are they doing? Like, everyone. No, I don't like any of it. Walking around with like fucking knee braces on and shit, all strong, fucking, cargo pants. I don't like any of it. I like
fuck that bitch in her knee.
I like the cute, like sexy lesbian shit. I don't like the
ones
like,
that
deep
you're
in the
also
trenches.
attracted to.
Yeah, I don't like the deep in the trenches, like fucking wearing t-shirts like mine and shit. You know what I mean?
She can only be gay if she's pretty.
Yeah, looks like she fucking works at like
he says
Walmart
wearing a shirt like I'm wearing. I look down, my shirt's pretty similar, and I'm wearing the same fucking necklace.
Your necklace, both of y'all's necklace games are on point.
Okay, thank you.
Gotta say. I don't have any on. I have my earrings. I'm in my earring era.
Oh,
they're not matching.
Hey, I like your little style.
They're my mom's. I got each pair from my mom, and then I lost each one. So then I was like, "Fuck, I can't tell her," and so I just started wearing this. So
it looks like a set.
Like, yeah, do you ever wear the set? I was like, no, I like it like that. They're both there, Mom. I didn't lose any.
It's very Ingy, Mom.
But then I feel bad because these are very like old, like from the night, like old earrings. I remember these right here. I would stare at these when I was like 8.
Oh yeah, like
on my mom's dresser, and I fucking lost the other one.
Yeah, she was like, one day I'm gonna lose one of you.
No wonder we got into a fist fight. She had reason to swing.
Okay, tell me more.
I know. Just me bringing up my family tragedy on the podcast.
It's nothing but material.
I know, right? I actually did. I tried to do that joke twice on stage.
It gets sad now.
You have to present a joke in a certain perspective, or else people are gonna paint you as like the victim, the villain, or you just someone who can't tell a story. So when I've told that joke twice now, I've gotten mixed reviews, and I was like, I don't know if I want, because what if my mom hears it? I'm like, she'll be like, that's not how it happened. Yeah, or she'll get mad at me.
She's gonna start comedy just a rebuttal and shit. I'll tell you my side of the joke.
My daughter.
But I get that because I got beat pretty severely as a kid.
That's what it is. Okay.
No, but I was from the era I got hit with the belt. I had a very angry, undisciplined, fucking emotionally immature mother who would just like fucking beat the shit out of me. I'm about to start crying. No, but
let it out. Let it out.
No. But
crying is healthy.
No, but I was whatever. And a lot of my friends got beat with the belt and shit. Like it was just like more, and there was a lot of funny shit I would just say about it. Like, you know what I mean? About how, just whatever. I used to tell stories and people would laugh about it. And then I did it after like a 12-year break of comedy. I like tried one recently, and I only tried it once, so maybe I can work it out. But it was just sad. Like everyone just felt bad for me and shit. And someone was handing me a pamphlet after the show and shit.
Oh my god!
Yeah. I'm like, I'm okay. It's not,
prayers, sending
just
healing
hugging me for no reason. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Hashtag praying.
Yeah. But you're right, though. I mean, but
praying for you.
Praying
actually, for instead of F-O-R.
On a you or no?
Yeah, just a you.
That's funny. But the Yeah, no, man. There is a little bit of like, obviously, things that are a little more sensitive these days. Like,
They're sensitive,
and there's a little bit like you were saying. I mean, I just tried it, and like, if I really wanted to massage it somehow.
That happened with me. I was telling a story about why I got into therapy, and it's because I wanted to kill myself, and I thought it was hilarious, and my therapist also thought it was hilarious, and so I told it on stage, and it was sad. Figures out, and so I saved it at the end because everybody was just quiet, and I was talking about hanging myself, and so then I go, so if I bomb here tonight, I made my therapist laugh. Yeah. And I've never said it again.
You've never wanted to go back and never would try it out.
Relive. It was so funny. Yeah, but I feel that. Yeah, you don't want to be especially. I'd rather be a villain than a victim.
I've been getting into my villain. I'm in my earring era, and I'm feeling my villain era.
Remember Lucky Lizards, we remember that. Remember
whatever, she deserved it.
Which is fucking awesome, by the way. That was so awesome, by the way. And there's no, dude, I love that you did that. That was so awesome. I was sitting there with my popcorn, like, and birdies, whatever. Everything happens for a reason, and through that we got birdies, and for me, even though birdies I've been able to work in my crowd work so much there that it's been so helpful for me and shit like that.
Is that because Lucky Lizard is no more?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I did you a favor. You owe me, bitch. I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah.
No, I was just talking to Maddie about this earlier. Like, that situation, I'm so embarrassed and ashamed of at one point, because at a certain point in your career, you gotta have some level of professionalism, and I want to revamp myself. I want people to be able to rely on my comedy. I want people to be able to see me as a serious performer.
Yeah, I see you as a professional.
And to walk in and I went off. There was no planning. That was organic fuck you.
Yeah, but that's why.
And when I told her she had a dried up uterus, that's when I was like,
oh my God, man. Yeah.
Maybe I went a little too far. Because you know what pissed me off about this bitch?
She definitely
this
had a dried
fucking
uterus,
bitch.
Well, let's explain the story.
Oh yeah. So I'm sorry, got a little heated. See, this is what I don't want to be. So basically, what happened is that this open mic is do you want to tell it?
Yeah, we're
from my
Lizards.
perspective.
We did stand up for news, live event. We were doing the open mics there, and then she went up, and this fucking lady was being so fucking loud the whole time, and not just what was really annoying about how they were being loud is that they were so drenched in their own conversation that they were laughing at their jokes very loudly, throwing off the timing of everybody, of the comics going up, you know what I mean? And then it was then Miles went up after. It was so fucking funny. Miles is the most timid fucking guy. It was okay, I guess I'm next. No, that was so fucking hilarious. But she was being very boisterous, and then she started heckling her on some not funny shit, though. I don't remember exactly what happened, but it was some very she was unruly. It was a comedy show, and you also have to think. Look, and I if I can just I would say I 100% agree with that. You're absolutely right, and I think that's the way you should look at it. I mean, protect your career, protect your professionalism, and all that stuff. Maybe you shouldn't be too proud about that stuff. But I will say, and maybe this is a comics view. That shit, I loved it. I loved it.
I loved it so much.
I think you handled it the best way, and it happens. Look, you don't think that happened to Bill Burr in a few places. You go across these things, because you're up there and you're trying to be funny. You're trying to be funny, and you were. The whole thing was funny. She felt so embarrassed to the point that that was why we lost it. But if we were gonna lose an open mic, I'm glad it went down like that. You know what I mean? I'm glad it wasn't
in a flame of glory.
You can't keep smoking weed in the bathroom, man. We're gonna have to stop this.
No, it was Lord Dufault got fucking featured there. That's how we went down.
That was great.
From my perspective, that weekend I had a festival. I had driven 8 hours that day. I was very tired. I was a little bit hungry. No, I wasn't on any drugs actually. I wasn't on any drugs at the moment. Yep, there we go. I wasn't high enough. No, but I just sat there and you're right. They were in the middle of the room. It wasn't even. It was a bar, so they half inside, half outside. The noise was already escaping. So when you would get a laugh, it was just not reverberating like it should. No. So it's a harder room and harder space, anyways. But they were right in the middle. Right in the middle of everything. Yeah. And everyone around them was quiet. Even the people on the outside bar were listening or trying to. And they were just fucking talking. And you said they were laughing over everyone's jokes. Yeah. They knew what they were drunk. They didn't care.
Just consider it
at some point, you're not just drunk, you're fucking rude. Okay?
Exactly.
Get over yourself. And then,
That's
so
what it was.
I was just getting mad that everyone was trying to do their set, and then no one brought them up. Like, and I was like, I'm going to,
Yeah.
I feel like it's
no
coming.
one brought them up on stage, but everyone brought them up to me. They were like, yeah. And then I went to them at one point. I'm like, listen, can you just be considerate? Just keep it down. Like,
so you did go up to
before
my set?
Yeah, before. Before.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, I don't feel as bad.
No, that's why I was like, fuck these folks, Yeah, fuck them. And then she was pulling the car out. My best friend owns this place.
No, so what happened is that they were talking over my set. They didn't say things first. I talked to them first because I was like, okay, shut the fuck up. And I said, shut the fuck up. And that's what set them off.
So what you exactly said, like, hey, where are you guys from? They said, blah, blah, blah. And you go, I'm only talking to you, so you guys shut the fuck up.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I remembered.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
you were there. That's what, that's what
I'm only talking. I remember saying that. And then that's when I felt the energy turn. And I was just like,
because you had their attention and you could have made them laugh.
I could have
But
been
you were like, I'm doing this so you
nice.
could shut the fuck up.
I could have been nice, but I was angry because for
Yeah, no,
all
I
of
get
my
it, I
friends
get it, I
that
get
had just went before me, and it just like it made me so fucking mad.
get it.
And then when she told me to stop following my dreams,
What the fuck?
I was like, "Excuse me, mom. 1 second. You're not going to say that to me." And all of my mommy issues just boiled up to the surface. And I was like, this fucking cunt. Can I say cunt?
Yeah.
This fucking cunt.
No,
and
you
then,
can't say that.
I know. You can't say that. It's a one word. Fuck,
No, and then I was like, oh, you're telling us to not follow our dreams? You're getting drunk on a Monday night at a fucking bar. You have no dreams anymore, you old fucking bitch. And then I just went off, told her she had a dried up uterus, and then she's like, I'm the owner's best friend.
Straight up, a real housewife of Margaritaville. That's what the fuck she looks
I
like.
don't
It ain't
know.
no fucking Nancy.
All I know is that
It's
she
a
told me
shitty
to
life.
stop following my dreams.
Which
I
would.
and I got mad, and then she said, I'll never make it in this town. And then she said, I'll never get paid for it, ever. And then she said that, and as the bartender was kicking me out,
I can't believe
Robin runs up with $50 and hands it to me, and then I'm like, looks like I got paid, bitch. And then I walked out. And I sat on the curb and I smoked.
Because
epic.
what sucks though is that I was gonna be the next one going up right before that they closed the open mic.
You were. And
I was.
She came up to me. She's like, it's done. I was like, the mic? And she's like,
It's over. Let's
the
go.
whole thing, it's done. I was like, what do you mean?
Let's go.
And you're like, yeah. And I was like, was it me? You're like, yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. There's no other reason. Nothing
there
at all.
wasn't any other. Yeah, no, it's you.
God,
Very
this
true.
is my life, man.
If it wasn't
was
such a
awesome.
funny story, and if I didn't enjoy it so much, I would have been like, I would have been like, yeah, it was you. But I was like, no, it was you, dude. That was all you. No,
I love that shit.
congratulations.
Look, I'm a comic, like, dude. I love when Patricia O'Neal or all them. You earn some more respect. Not that it matters, but you earn some more respect from me that night. I'm like, that's fucking.
Yeah.
You handled that shit. You did it like a comic, and it's fucking lucky. Listen, fuck that place. You weren't
Fuck
even
that
making any
place.
money off of that place. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, you guys
know?
were helping their business,
Yeah,
right?
we were helping our business.
God
yeah. Not
forbid
her
they
fucking
see
fat,
this and they
stupid, stupid
fucking...
friend.
They,
I would fucking post this on her Facebook. I'm gonna tag them when I get
I'll
to
Yelp
them.
review them after this.
I had someone actually posted about it on their reviews, and there was like a reviewing war going on.
Oh yeah, no, I saw
and
that.
she was
I
like
might have.
threatening.
I might have.
Yeah, it got, and then I was just like, please stop! Like everyone, just stop doing this. Let it go.
It'll be like
They
turf
suck.
war.
Let it go. They don't understand helping and supporting the arts and the community.
2 people got shot over this conflict. It was horrible.
Wait, what was the war over? It was the best friend then?
No, it's just people were just like, and maybe
leaving
me.
bad reviews. People were leaving bad reviews.
But a lot of them were fair, and we're just like, listen, I'm gonna give you some stars, but it's your friend. Just like you just use it as a platform to communicate to it without like planning on the business. I seen that. There was a few. I don't think anyone overtly gave it like 1 star. You know, maybe I did. But
Maybe I did.
I don't think no one else did. You know. But I could be wrong.
But yeah, it was wild.
either
That's
way,
why
listen.
there's like that little piece of shame to that story because
but
like
it's cool though, and that's fair. You know.
But it was a big learning. Those are like the learning lessons
That's
as
what
a
you have to
comedian.
have.
It's not the first time any of us are gonna act out of the person that we want to be.
Well, you know, you go home after that happens to you, and you sit and you cry a little bit.
Then
This
you
is what I
masturbate.
did,
Masturbate?
and then you masturbate,
Yeah, okay.
and then after you masturbate, you cry some more, and you go on YouTube and Google and TikTok. It was so good. It's been years.
Then you cry a little bit more, and then you go on. That's hilarious.
No, but Yeah, and then you look up videos of other comedians, like bigger names that have had situations like that, and you're like, okay, maybe it's not me. Maybe it's the experience as a whole.
Yeah, it always is. It always is. And then, yeah, man, it could have been a lot worse. Like, you could have been not funny when you did it.
Yeah, I know it could have been that.
I know.
That would have just been awkward and tense.
But it just, for people that don't know what happened, or for people that, like, were there and have their own opinions, of course, those opinions are going to live on, too.
Yeah,
like, so, how I told you that someone called me a self-proclaimed star, and I'm like... I've never thought that in my life. Insult
so like, fuck your dreams. Like, has anyone ever called you ugly or like anything like that? Or stupid?
They're very Disney.
Like,
they're like,
your dreams are gonna fail. It's like, what the fuck? That hurts. Like, what are you gonna say that?
Self-proclaimed star, though. That's just so funny.
I don't know.
A self-proclaimed star. Okay. Well,
I think we're all just out here trying. Like, if you wake up every day and you try and be a better person, I think you're doing a great job.
I think
like,
you're a star.
Let's all just fucking chill, man.
And I don't care if you're trying to be a self-proclaimed star. I mean, either way, it's funny. How does that get back to you? That's what I want to know. Because I know for sure.
That's how it gets back to you. Screenshots and untrustworthy friends.
Oh man, because I know people must talk shit about me. But
who cares? Who cares?
That's what I'm saying. I don't hear it. I don't hear it. And I try not to. I just keep my blinders up. You know, keep your blinders up. Stay present. Focus on what you're doing. And
I do the opposite. I hate stuff because it makes me more motivated. I'm like, oh, I think I'm a star. Now I'm gonna be a star.
Hey.
I mean, yes,
I'll show you a fucking self-proclaimed
star. That's the other
star.
side of it too.
Yeah.
It's motivation, right?
That's how I view it for sure.
You like to hear a little bit like Salt Bae, just like boop boop, and then you're like, okay, I'm good.
I'm good.
Fuel.
I run on hate.
Gotta refuel on this hate. You gotta go out into the public.
Exactly. Like,
do some shit. I'm worthless, please.
Yeah.
If I'm doing a project, if I need motivation, I'll call up one of my friends and I'll literally be like, I need you to yell at me right now. I need you to yell at me, say like, oh, you'll never get it done, whatever. Because I need that to get motivated. Because I'm like, fuck you, I can do it.
You spank me and call me a whore.
That's too funny.
I'm glad you guys get it.
I relate so hard to that.
That's funny. I cry a lot.
After, right? Okay.
After masturbating and before, before and after.
Man.
I sandwich my masturbation in between cry sessions. I don't wait until, All right.
I just bottle it all up, and then once every 3 months, it's miserable for 24 hours.
I was just telling somebody, I love, when I don't masturbate for a while, I forget about I'm present, and then when I do masturbate, it's just like guilt-free. It's like, I earned this,
I earned it.
Guilt-free,
I earned touching myself.
I usually feel bad before I masturbate. I'm like, fuck, why am I about to do this? But you give yourself a little leg room. You're like, I can do this and not want to kill myself,
You guys are funny. Do you do comedy?
What is this place?
Where am I? I just thought I was going to come over here and get a juice.
Yeah, this is the worst OnlyFans video. She still hasn't gotten to it yet.
Subscribe!
She put on more clothes. I don't understand. She put the glasses back on.
Oh, shit. Someone has a joke. I think Shelley Behar has a joke about awkward striptease when she does it on stage. It's so fucking funny.
Is there any non-awkward striptease? I would feel so awkward stripping and bad for the person who's witnessing it. Both, yeah, like stripping. I take my clothes off, but I'm not gonna do some bullshit like that.
Okay, have you guys ever been in situations where you're trying to be sexy, but then you're not being sexy?
Yeah.
Like I did a lap dance for this guy one time, and then I went to turn around, and I guess I hit my leg up too high, and I kicked him in the dick.
Of all places.
Of all the places. Yeah. I tell this joke on stage, but it's a true story, and I feel so bad because it's not the first time I did it. That wasn't.
Disarmed him before the battle. You know what I mean?
I was real rusty at lap dances. Like my late 20s, I was like, I'm getting old for this.
Sciatica.
My knee's acting up. But on stage, when I do that joke, the act out, when I talk about lap dancing, I start doing fast feet like a football player. And I'm like, this is how I lap dance.
Twinkle toes.
I just like the
if
correlation.
If you did that, I would hope that you hit my dick. I would hit my own dick. You know what I mean?
Touchdown! The Bills win! Let's go, Buffalo!
No wonder he called you coach. You know what I mean?
I'm having a beer, coach.
Sexual sports references. It's a hole in one, isn't it?
Love is a game.
And the good game.
It's fucking hole in one. I'm sorry, that was very Tourette's of me.
Not one man has gone to the Super Bowl in my life. Not one man. One, actually, no, one. Okay.
All right.
We'll give him that. We'll give him a half Super Bowl.
That's too funny. All right, should we look at one of these topics?
Wait, I want to tell a story.
Okay.
Go.
Fair enough.
So I dressed it up in a schoolgirl outfit, right?
Yay.
And to be fair, I was like over at his house for a few days, so it was actually my last outfit, so I had to wear it regardless. And so
She was
Say, well, that's the last.
cool girl
ran out of all
day.
clothes. And so I put it on, and he goes, "We're not gonna have sex." I was like, "No, we're not gonna have sex." And he was like, "All right, cool." So we're hanging out for a while, and so we went inside, and I was like pushed him very awkwardly on the couch, and I go,
He like hit his chin.
and he goes, "We're not gonna have sex." I'm like, "We're not having sex. We're not having sex." And he goes, "Okay." And then I go,
Wow.
"So I didn't do my homework."
Oh my god! Like those awkward school pictures where they're like,
Yeah.
it's trying to tilt it to the left a
What
little
are,
bit, you know?
and then I go, "What are you gonna do?" And then his answer was laugh and not fuck me. We can go ahead and move on. We can move on to the topics.
I was like waiting for it to go this way, and it went that way. Oh my god. Miley Cyrus has one of those voices
She has
like
one of
this.
those.
This guy, yeah.
But did you hear it's because she had surgery on her voice?
I feel a lot of artists have that type of work on their voice, right?
She was-
Christina. Didn't she have something too?
She did too. And then Adele had it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come they don't sound like truckers and shit?
Well,
Because they have money.
because
Miley Cyrus sounds like a trucker after the surgery.
she also was the youngest person to ever get it done.
Oh, she was a guinea
Was
pig.
it?
Yeah, she wasn't a guinea pig. She was one of the youngest just singers ever to get it done because it's your damage that you have on your voice. She's been singing for so
I
long.
think she always had like naturally a deep voice. Kind
She already absolutely had a deep voice, and then also I don't think smoking helped.
Yeah. Okay.
She was fucking smoking those Marlboro Reds we were talking about, unfiltered and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No Camel Crushes for her.
Right.
The way that sounds.
It's so crazy.
You can fucking light a match with her voice, bro. Like she fucking that fucking rough it is.
It's got
you know?
heat.
All right, we're gonna switch it over to race stuff. So go ahead, put it on the TikTok of what.
Wait, what are we doing?
It's a TikTok.
Maddie just come big
she-
shitted and we can sit here and
All right.
watch it. You know,
What's happening?
Pornhub is next. So it's,
My guy. So let's talk about where the word good morning originated from. Good morning. Alright, so during slavery times, when the women used to mourn about their child being taken away and sold to a different slave master, or if one of the family members did something that resulted into them getting whipped or killed, most of these things used to happen in the evening time, when a child was sold off or somebody was getting whipped for something. The black women used to cry all night behind it. Not even just the women, the black people in general. All the black slaves,
all of them.
male
All of
or
them.
female.
Everyone.
When something happened to a family member or a close friend or anything, they used to cry all night behind it. And when the slaves used to cry about what happened all night long, the white slave masters, the oppressors, will wake up in the morning time and they'll tell the slaves, "Did you have a good morning?" Basically, did you have a good cry out? Did you do enough crying last night? Because of what happened to their family member a day prior? So the white
In so many ways, this is what's wrong.
You can
Like,
go
are we
ahead and
being
pause it.
Is this incorrect?
It is completely
I don't know.
incorrect.
Okay, because like
It is so incorrect. Okay.
I feel like I need to
don't know
Google
anything
it.
about
Did
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
Google this?
So I know
Yeah,
roughly.
but I mean, what's the, okay?
So
What's the, even if it's accurate, like what is she trying to like?
She's
prevent
just trying to
people from saying
cancel Good Morning.
It's not the context of Good Morning now. No one's fucking Good Morning thinking about slavery. That's like the last one. Especially
Yeah.
Good Morning. You know how fucked up you gotta be. You wake up, Good Morning.
Wake
You're thinking
up
about
thinking
slaves
that
and shit.
slavery,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like thinking of horrible shit. No, people mean that because they're saying have a good top of the morning.
yeah, top
And
of the
then-
morning.
Yeah, and
Top
I'm
of the
surely people were saying Good Morning before.
So they were saying
slavery.
it way before
Well, I mean, before,
slavery.
like,
It
our
started
slavery.
in 100% because you have to think that this
I don't know anything 100%.
word is also in every well, not every
Yeah,
single
she's
country,
fucking
but in
she's
a lot
fact-checking out
of
this bitch. She's
a lot of other
work.
countries like Guten Morgen.
Tag.
Guten Morgen.
What
is that?
German?
I don't know. I don't know what
Tag.
Guten Morgen is.
I don't know what that is.
I think that's like hello.
See? I am wrong.
Yeah, and it's so funny to me because I forgot. Well, good thing you're looking it up. I didn't even think about that. But it started. It's been in history.
I'm just curious how you type that in your Google search. It's
Good morning, original meaning.
Yes.
You avoided some keywords there. I'm impressed.
Good morning. Yeah.
You avoided some
and
keywords.
spell morning with just no you. Morning.
Morning racist.
Yeah. Oh God. Wild.
It was in the language, I believe,
like
for at least 400 years.
It sounds like they were just being like freaking air, like just rub it in. Do you have a good morning yesterday? You know what I mean? Like just being assholes.
I think it's I couldn't stop smiling during that clip, and it makes me look racist. But it's so funny to me because it's just another thing they're trying to cancel. And it's not even that word didn't start from us. It started from Europe.
Okay, so there's one bad thing about slavery. Jesus Christ, can we get over it? I'm sorry, it's so bad.
Just let me say good morning. God damn it, man.
Include a fucking laugh track after that. Like a fucking one from like fucking Full House or some shit, like a big one.
A party laugh track. Yeah, there you go.
One from like a Family Matters, a black show. Wait a minute, you got and there maybe.
It would be kind of cool if we did you can't say that live or something like that, and then did it with a bunch of people around, and then actually take that laugh track and applied it to every single video of ours after that.
That would surely
no
one would follow us
go. I think it would go really well.
Yeah,
I think it would go very, very well.
I do need a laugh track though.
So it really grinds my gears when you're trying to cancel something so stupid.
Lauren has me feeling all bad over here and shit. I'm like, okay, I don't even want to make. Can you put your glasses back on?
Okay, all right, goddamn it, put them back on.
You got me feeling so racist. Shit, I'm the one minority here.
No one in this room is racist. That shit.
Well, Dylan,
I don't know. Well, I will say, living in there's so much more progressive out there compared to here. So I think my experience in like.
Talking about
you see the extreme of both ends, right? Left and right, whatever. It's a big fucking circle at the end of the fucking day, you know, like, and that's just a part of that extremism where I'm I don't even.
I mean, even if what she's saying is like historically accurate. There's so many things that we don't know the origin of every bit of language that we speak. I'm sure there's a lot of fucked up shit, you know what I mean, that comes from. But you're gonna like filter your words by the order. That's ridiculous, and that's it seems like that's what. So I was laughing at it just because of like, just like her arrogance and that she just wants to fucking I don't know. It's like she's trying to. What are you trying to do? Get people to stop saying good morning? Feel racist for saying good morning? That's like ridiculous. It's such a stretch.
Just another thing. Like, what is it? Rule of thumb is when you could beat your wife with a stick no bigger than the width of your thumb.
Oh shit! I gotta figure that out. I've been going the wrong way.
You using the stumps in the backyard, throwing them at her head.
What's the size on cinder blocks?
Have I been doing this wrong?
That's horrible.
I can use bigger sticks.
What? Who knew?
And then there's also like to some degree that does more harm if you think about it, because it devalues what racism is. It's like, why don't you save that word for when someone's actually being racist, not when they're saying fucking good morning, like of all things. Like,
absolutely.
Hello, you racist prick.
But like, try saying good morning to me in a racist way though. Say it.
Oh man, that's
so.
Jeez. No,
I can't. No. No, just the word itself. Just have a
like with vitriol. Like,
yeah.
All right, wait, I gotta.
Yeah. Get into character.
I think of my mom and my sister. Good morning. That was so bad. Why are you making
that? You hiccuped in between words.
Yeah. I was so hesitant. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. I was like, good morning. Good morning.
Exactly.
Stop like forcing me to be racist right now.
Well, it's hard to do with a word like that. Point made.
Right, there you go.
This is true.
Yeah, point made.
Any other compliments that are evil that we should know about?
Smile more.
In Germany they used to take the fucking Jews and make them smile. And every time, you know what I mean? Okay, what the fuck? I guess all right. I guess laugh track that too. I guess. Laugh track. All right, just stay off the race, man. Jesus Christ.
I like a lot of those old. Weird transition. I like a lot of the old sayings in the sense of like bite the bullet, like the actual history behind that.
What is the history behind that?
So I'm so glad you asked.
Didn't see that.
I love history.
Yeah. So in World War II, I believe one of the world wars, you get the point. But they when they were getting surgery done, they didn't have any anesthetics, and so they would have to literally bite down on a bullet. Because they didn't have any, like, usually you would use leather, a belt or whatever, but you would bite the bullet and do that.
You can like break teeth that way.
But hopefully your teeth it hurts worse than whatever surgery you're getting done, like amputation.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
Oh my! Did you guys hear about the? I've heard rumblings about it. But
sure.
the women getting drafted as well. There's like this whole.
Yes!
People have started to talk about that, right?
What is it?
I love it. It is so fucking funny. Have you seen the comments?
I have.
Oh,
I have. It's
wow.
great.
But to be fair, they
Am I
should give
missing
us
here?
a break then. Like, we held it down by ourselves for a while. For a while, it was just
So you
men.
think
If
just
we would've been
women should
equal-
go to war?
Yeah, no. How
Just
long?
the-
Wait, no, how
It's
long?
hot. I don't
yeah,
be
yeah,
here.
you could get
No,
grandfathered in if
it's
you're already
hot.
there. I mean, come on. But I'm just saying, just drafted. If you're being fair,
You think that-
we were? It was just men for how long? 50 years. So give us
Probably
50 years
longer.
off. There hasn't been a draft. You guys are going to be okay.
So that is a big question. What would the world be like if women were going to war instead of men?
I think we'd be a lot happier.
If it,
I
well,
feel
if it was
like-
women on
What
both sides.
type of war would it be? Just like,
Fucking-
no, you're ugly. No, you're ugly. Just,
That's the
just
sad-
yelling
I did
at
not
That's the
know
most
what
hurt
happened
feeling.
on you.
bullshit.
Yeah. Today, the Palestinians wrote a very angry letter to the Israeli party.
I know.
Where she gossiped
She
about her
Facebooked
neighbors.
about it.
Yeah, she Facebooked about it.
Bitch,
There was this one comment on women getting drafted, and it was it said, "My mom said if boys are there, I can't go."
Yeah.
But that's whatever. I mean, that's I guess it's fair. I guess isn't that what people want, equality? And I guess it was kind of done in a stereotype of back when men were like supposed to protect women. I guess that's not a thing anymore or whatever. But so I guess
I've reverted to a lot of
it was
women.
based on
telling
like
me
an
back to that.
old-fashioned way of thinking, and I guess it kind of makes sense.
Listen, when I was growing up, when I was a kid, that like, how old are you guys? You guys are younger, much younger.
I'm 49 and a
No.
half, so
No, you're not.
I'm not. I'm 34.
Okay, yeah, so we're the same. You're a little young, but
yeah.
I feel like
She's a baby in her
there
group.
was a point in time, like, I don't know, I just feel like maybe it's since we're getting older, you can start to see the changes from past, like, the
yeah.
future and what they know I didn't know at that time. So
Yep.
like growing up, it was the only traditional way of living was the only thing that was being shown.
Yeah, right,
like,
right.
but then that fight to be like, women go to work and like we can go to work, and I was like, yeah, I can go to work, and then just like quoting her Ali Wong's joke about like, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah,
Like
I'm tired.
if I could go back, I would have married that rich dude. Like
Yeah,
you
we're over here
know,
all
but I
depressed.
had pride. I was like, ugh.
You see, men are all depressed, angry. We die for all types of reasons. All the dumbest shit. We die for the dumbest shit all the time. We're stressed out. Like what I'm
God.
saying is, the grass is not greener. Obviously, like why do you guys want to come? Why do you guys want some of this? You know what I mean? We're like
What?
we're all in jail or homeless or like both.
We
you
again,
know?
I think he's just saying we would draft so much differently.
Yeah,
Our
yeah,
draft
yeah.
would be so different.
First off, the uniforms would match.
yeah,
Number one, get that do an overhaul on that department.
we really need to rebrand the Marines. Rebrand the Air Force, please.
It's so monochromatic. Let's break it up.
The Air Force logo would just be a chair.
the chair force.
So, how do you guys feel about this? Because I think that I am a liberal, but it's weird because I have this point of view. I think everybody should have to serve 2 years in the military.
Yeah.
jail?
I would.
100%.
Or jail. It's fair.
No, I would
One or
serve
the
in the
other.
military.
I would serve.
You could choose.
Yeah, at
but-
least I mean
You
you get,
choose to go to jail?
Yeah.
Like you have
I'm
to serve
saying
one or the
it's
other?
better than have an option than to not have one. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying,
I 100% believe in stuff like that because it would shake some of the, because a lot of the younger kids, like I have a 19-year-old brother, and he just needs to get beat up, and so it would be.
So I'm gonna see your theory and I'm gonna add my own in.
Fantastic.
2 years before you get drafted, you have to be a server for
I
2
agree.
years.
When
You
you're
have to serve tables and then go
100%.
immediately into the military.
You have to be put through all of the trenches.
All of the
You have to
trenches.
do it. Oh
Get
yeah,
out of
because
there.
I mean, like the TikToker. Did you see? I don't even know her name, but she was like role playing. Weird word. Role playing as a Walmart employee. Like she spent like a shift and like scanning stuff, and so she's getting
saw
canceled.
that.
You saw that?
I did.
So everybody's like, it's so tone deaf because I
Yeah.
worked at Walmart and I cried after multiple shifts, and you went directly from high school into a big celebrity making all this money, so it was tone deaf. And
Yeah.
I completely agree with you. Everybody should have to work, or even server, McDonald's, some fast food restaurant, something that sucks.
Fucking sucks.
Yeah.
If you don't have a shift where you like are in the weeds and you go outside and you haven't eaten all day and you're hungover and you're sweating and then you throw up next to the dumpster,
Right.
and then have to go back inside and serve a pizza.
Like, very hyper-specific.
First of all, you haven't lived.
Yeah.
Try it. Second of all,
And then get told, why don't you smile more? You should smile more.
Yeah.
And you're like,
And then someone tells you good morning, and you're like, what
yeah,
the fuck?
shit.
No, that's fair, you know. But then there's people who do. First of all, I suck at serving. Like that shit was the worst. I tried it.
yeah, but
and
you could be a cook is the same kind of concept.
Yeah. So like working in the service industry, I guess, you know. So that's the pay you do. But then you got those fucking weird, those motherfuckers who like are working in the service industry till they're like, you know, old as fuck, trying to get paid like $35. You know, for minimum wage, you know? Boy, I sound Republican.
You did. I'm like, oh my god.
I thought there was a little bit of a
Brought
premise there,
him.
but I was just mean.
I would say that industry, the service industry, creates the most amount of alcohol is like the alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I like college happened. So you're allowed to be an alcoholic in college because your metabolism, right? And you're not an alcoholic, you're a freshman. You know? But then after college, there's that moment where it's like, okay, you've had your 4 years, now it's time to like grow up again. But then in the service industry, like you don't have to grow up. Like you can make your money
Just
every day.
having
You
fun.
walk out with cash. Right when you walk out with cash, you walk into another bar with all of your employees, and you spend that cash at that bar. And then all of a sudden, it's 3:30 in the morning. You're going skinny dipping at the beach, and then you like pass out until 10, and then go back to the beach again before work and do it all over again.
Yeah. That's crazy. No, and then when you're young, you feel like fucking, like right now you're a little more focused. I'm a little more focused on like what I'm doing. I wish I would have been like this more when I was in my 20s. So in my 20s, I was a little just having fun with like, oh, if something happens, it'll happen.
Yeah.
So, you know,
You can do well in the service industry. You just have to like metaphorically suck a lot of asses.
Yeah.
You know,
And
you have to smile when they tell you to
I
smile.
look like
Yeah.
somebody that you want 30 feet minimum away from anything that you're gonna eat.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
Line just
Like,
kidding, no kidding.
Yeah, if I look at your food, you won't want to eat it. You know what I mean? Like,
I
it's
was such a good waitress. It was one of my
Were you?
favorite jobs I've ever had because I wasn't an alcoholic during that time.
You
And-
weren't?
No, I wasn't. I was doing good, and I had
Good for
so
you.
much fun. But I also had like a main job, so I did not give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Oh, see, yeah.
that was a side
I was
bitch.
so
You know what I
much
mean? I'm
fun.
not worried about breaking up with her.
yeah, like because this one guy goes, he like I would get asked questions. I'm like, oh no, we don't have that. Well, it's on the menu. I go, do I look like the owner?
Damn.
You would
Do-
okay.
Yeah, and
Wow.
they would laugh because I'm being so upfront with them.
Yeah.
And I would actually get tipped more because I'm being such a dick.
Yeah, because you're crazy. They're like, please.
Yeah, I was like,
take it all.
seriously.
You know?
They
Here are my
take
car
their
keys.
seriousness as sarcasm,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Dude, it's like that. Like James Esterline does the most. You know, I love him to death. He's my guy, but he has a sense of humor where like he makes it so fucking awkward for people, and he's laughing himself, but he's not making it obvious to anybody else. He's like you know him and shit, you know. So he'll say something. They'll be like, oh, you know, you can say the slightest thing like good morning, for example. And then he's like, that's what my mom said. I think my mom said before, you know, she moved me over to her foster home and then she killed herself. And he just goes so fucking hard, and I'm sitting here awkward, like I even though I know he's joking. I feel so awkward every time. I'm like, maybe you should get over here.
0 to 100
He gets a
real
kick out of
quick.
it. He really gets a kick out of that shit.
Remember earlier when you were telling your joke, like your sad story, and you're like, I make people feel bad?
Bro? Oh, yeah.
You just reversed that. You did.
I guess so. Yeah. I'm writing this in my journal.
That's funny.
This is an entry. For sure.
Also, my mom is a Karen. Hey, mom.
My
And
mom too, a little bit.
she can be, right? It's not all the time, but I know how to diffuse a Karen, and
Yeah.
it's one of my better skills. And
Yes, it's a skill.
One of the things I mastered over
Oh,
years.
100%. There's this woman, she was like, can I get lemon with my water? And I was like, yeah. And so I went and I got her lemons, and it was like slight, like triangles or whatever it is. You know when you slice it in fours? So I gave her like a slice of lemon, and she goes, what is this? And I go, actually, it's a lemon. That's exactly what that is. And she goes, I wanted wheels instead of wedges. And I go, oh my God. Oh my
Wheels?
God. What am I thinking? You are so right. what am I thinking with the wheels with the wedges? I'll be right back.
We roll on out of here. Just give you a wheel.
And so she came back, and I go, here you go. I'm so sorry. I will never do that again to anybody else.
I am not worthy. Just start doing that shit.
Are these wheels fine?
And she started laughing. She goes, thank you.
Bro, I've only ever heard of slices. I thought there was just slices. I didn't know there was fucking wheels.
I didn't even know. Once she said a wheel, I was like,
Oh my
what
god!
the fuck?
So many stories can come out of that. I'm going to tell a quick story.
Yeah, go
I
for it.
was working.
Actually, we're all out of time, guys. Thank you so much for the podcast.
Bye. So I was working at this place in Naples, Florida. It was like a Philly bar, and it was a dead night. I was working, about to get cut. This table of 4 top walks in, already kind of drunk. There's 2 couples, right? They look like they just had a day at the beach. Fun stuff, whatever.
12 o'clock in the afternoon drinking, you know?
So, no, this is like more towards the night.
Like, you're at the beach.
I remember it being dark out. But they come in, they sit down, I get their drink order, come back, put it in the machine, go to the bathroom, like go throw up out next to the dumpster or whatever, come back, and then all of a sudden, they're getting kicked out. And then I hear... because my manager's kicking them out, and then I hear the wife go, "Not again, Frank!" And I'm like, "What the fuck happened?"
Oh my God,
so then I go up to my
hilarious.
manager. I was like, "What happened?" And she's like, "He was so drunk that instead of going into the bathroom, he just went into the corner of the restaurant and started peeing in the corner." And the fact that his wife was like, "Not again, Frank!" I was like, "When did you do this?" This is the second time you
usual
pissed in the
occurrence.
restaurant.
At least.
Probably just a previous
Oh my
party.
gosh.
Right? It probably just
Wild.
happened, you know?
That's
That's
awesome.
wild.
I love when you get involved, like when you just like peripherally hear like someone's like domestic shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you're like,
it's
oh god.
like,
I'm so
I tell you
glad
to
I'm-
bring the fucking water, right? Every time. You're just like, what the fuck is going on? You know? I love that shit. One time
He's
I walked
jumping?
past. This is not that funny, but when I was a kid, it was just a funny line. I was in a diner in Cape May, and I was just walking by people, and all I hear is, theoretically, Chutes and Ladders could go on forever. And that's just, I swear to God, that line is burned in my mind, bro. Like, that's the most random conversation we're having. Someone's like, no, I got it all mapped out. I did the math. It stops after 70 rounds. There's 15 ladders, 14 snakes. Goes in and shit, you know. But yeah, that correct. I love hearing random shit. There's so many times that I laugh at things, and like, you know, someone would just say something, and it was just, that's so funny, and I'm not even laughing at really what they said. It's just in context. Like, why am I hearing this right now? You know what I mean? And
I had that moment in Denver when you're walking by. She goes, "Kill my fucking liver." I'm like, what? It is brunch time on a Sunday.
Kill my liver again, Frank.
I get kill my liver. So I get what you're saying. Where you're just like, what conversation are they fucking
That's why I love
having?
it.
I had that when I went out to Arizona with my family. I went and sat down. They're old wise guys from Detroit, and so I sat down and he was like, "Yeah, I never saw a hooker on a bike, but I definitely tried to call her over."
Oh my god!
Fuck.
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah. Detroit, am I right?
Morning.
Good morning.
That's funny. He certainly wasn't in St. Pete if you never saw a hooker on a bike. That's why I don't know what
I
that conversation was.
I guess they had a transport. I never
I'm
even
always
thought.
riding my
hookers
bike
were
around
like-
here.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm always running my
I
bike
got
around here.
$20 hardcore cash.
I only take seashell. 20 seashells to see this clam, baby. So I fucking just doing my closer.
Already fucking-
Just talking about my closer during a podcast. What a loser. I'm such a fucking loser.
He's over there just looking at the pop shells like, this one's not good, this is fine, this one's not good, I don't like this
That
one,
was a
this is
chip.
fine. You know, just collecting shells. Was there one more funny video to look at or something?
Video wise,
Matthew Perry died, and
Yeah,
then
is there one more funny thing we can look at? Matthew Perry
I'll
died.
be there for you.
if
No, you
Nah, he
won't. You'll
won't.
be there.
Was Fools Rush In was such a goated romantic comedy from Megan? No? Fools Rush In with Salma Hayek and Matthew Perry?
no,
Oh my god. Why am I the most feminine person here right now?
Your long hair.
And the tampon, okay. It's a menstrual cycle.
yeah. All right, we could talk about Heidi Klum's like.
Yeah, that was
Costumes
kind
real
of cool.
quick?
Let's
Oh,
do it.
Halloween did just pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dressed like a
Did you
masked
dress
singer.
up for Halloween?
I didn't. I wanted her to dress up as a sexy Swiffer sweeper, but
What does that look like?
Okay, okay.
I love that. First
So
of all,
I dress up as sexy objects every Halloween.
Love it.
Because if you're gonna objectify me, it might as well be a fucking object.
Okay, I
And
like
so
it.
I was
All
a
right.
sexy newspaper. I was a sexy bag of cherries. I was, oh gosh, what was another? The newspaper one was my favorite. I was a sexy umbrella.
I love
Anyways,
that.
so I would have the Swiffer Sweeper had like, you know, stem behind here, I would have the body over here, have the pad near my crotchels. And then I would want to make it functional so that I could tell guys to get on their knees and spray vodka into their mouth.
And you didn't do this.
No, I didn't
Next
do it.
year.
Next year.
Next year.
That one really hammers in the objectification part because it's also
No one takes this.
It's also
this is her costume next year.
That one's also a cleaning product, so it's twice the objectification.
Well, I also, if I couldn't get the pump to work, my backup plan was to pour vodka in my mouth and spit it into theirs.
The queen, everybody. The queen.
No, but she's low key. I don't know if you ever seen her shit. She like doesn't flaunt it, but like she's fucking artistic as shit. Like she fucking makes all type of shit.
This bitch?
Yeah. Believe it or not. There's actually some talent.
Believe it or not. Thanks, Manny.
This bitch is actually
she kills
cool.
it, bro. She does
I'm all right.
Are we saying bitch too much?
No.
Okay.
According to my ticket, that was only our 12th. I think we have at least 4 more to go.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Did you dress up?
Costume. I did. I was Kim Possible.
Hey.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. If you want to page me, it's okay. But Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum was a peacock this year. I love it how it was so incorporated into so many other. So many people were in that costume as well.
Wow.
Yo,
what the fuck? What do you mean so many people were in that costume? She has like a group of people.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's an expensive costume.
Yeah, you have to
gotta pay
employees.
everybody.
You have like a healthcare package.
This costume's got a W-2.
Got benefits. You know, the benefits are great actually.
See, do you see all of the people around?
Yeah. Wow. That's so elaborate and like.
Hunger Games.
Scary looking.
Yeah, that is very.
Or like
Hunger
Mass Singer. Type
Welcome to the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh my god, I gotta pee so bad, y'all.
Okay, well, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wait. I have some cups. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah, I have one of
let's wrap it
those
up.
go,
Let's
her
wrap-
goes,
yeah, I
or
would hate
she
for you to
goes,
have
or
bladder issues over
Shiwis,
Heidi.
or
oh,
whatever.
Shiwi. Oh, yeah.
Not Shiwi, it's called Go Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There's like different brands. I have the
oh,
Go
is there?
Girl.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Similar to Shiwi.
I don't know what that is.
Well,
But,
thanks, Lauren, for coming. It was
Oh my
such
God,
a
thank you
blast.
so
It
much
was
fun.
Yeah,
Thank
it was really
you.
one of my favorite episodes. I must
Rin,
say
shut
that.
up.
Yeah.
You say it to everybody. No.
I don't mean it. You're right, but it was good. It really was. No, thank you so much, girl. This is awesome. We did some shorts on this. You know, we
Another episode of You Can't Say That. Good talk.
good talk. Yeah.